So, I want to come on here and talk about separation anxiety or clinginess in your child, especially if they're under the age of 5. The reason why 0 to 5 is so important for me is because at this age, you as the parent are your child's primary source of attachment, you're their primary source of security, you're their primary source of values, and you are their primary source of social learning. So all of these things are strongly shaped by you at this age. So you have the most control and influence over their behavior at this point. So I tend to see behavior through the lens of unmet needs, okay? So typically, if your child is struggling with separating from you or is very clingy, know this. That could be very typical, right? Because you are your child's source of safety. They want to be with you all the time. They love you. That could be a very typical thing. But if you feel like it's rising to the level of where you are concerned, maybe you can't leave their sight without them screaming or crying. Or if you go to the bathroom, they are upset and like have to follow you, right? So in that case, the unmet need is typically safety and predictability. So that might be a child who needs more consistent and predictable routines throughout their day, or they need more consistent and predictable times of connection with you throughout the day. But let's say you're like, it's only in the mornings when I'm getting them ready for school, or it's only when I drop them off at daycare, or it's only when I leave to go to work. I want you to ask yourself, are you rushing through your morning? Are you racing to try to get out the door? Are you trying to get them dressed while trying to make breakfast, while trying to get yourself ready? That could be a cause of the behavior that you're seeing in your child. Children at this age are going to always externalize their feelings, whereas we hold them in. So if we're rushing in the morning, we are already anxious. And so our kids are just going to mirror our anxiousness right back to us. And when they mirror it back to us, it's going to look like crying, clinginess, whining, right? When it comes to changing behavior in your child, you're going to have to start asking yourself, what can I do differently so I don't see this behavior anymore? Because at this age, it's always going to come right back to you. You may need to start creating more time in the morning. That might mean you guys might have to wake up a little earlier. For me, I'm the type of person who's going to want to sleep as long as I can. I'm like, no, I don't need that much time to get ready in the morning. I'll get ready quickly because I value my sleep. But my children are different and that doesn't work for them. With my 4-year-old, I used to think, well, I'm just going to let him sleep and then I'm going to wake him up like shortly before we have to get ready and kind of just like rush through the day. That does not work. He's whiny, he's tired, I'm rushing. It just doesn't, it's not helpful. So I'm very mindful of making sure that he goes to bed early so that he's well rested, right? And I wake him up with enough time where we can have a slow morning. So the morning is such an important start to your day. So if you can make room for about 5 to 10 minutes of just slow connection with your child before you send them off to school, that is going to calm their body and put them in a state of relaxation before you send them off to start their day. And that starts with you feeling relaxed and calm in the morning, okay? Because at this age, our children borrow our nervous system. So if we're rushing in the morning, they're gonna feel anxious. If we're stressed in the morning, they're gonna feel stressed as well. So you might have to wake up 30 minutes earlier to get yourself ready. But if that's not possible in this season of your life, then at least give yourself 5 to 10 minutes with your child every morning where you're just calmly connecting with them. So comment below. I wanna hear your morning routines and what works for you. And share this with another toddler parent and follow for more.